Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 51 of Thaumcraft 5. So we're back here on the Wizard Island once again, and I can't see my nodes right now because I do not have my helmet on. There we go, put that on. You can see from here we've had some major changes in this room over here since the last episode. Last time we only had that one aqua node there, but I've done a fair amount of silverwood sapling growing, and now we have a total of 6 nodes in there, as well as another guy that we'll talk about here in a little bit. Let's get down there and show you what it looks like visually. There have been a few changes that we'll need to go over here. So, yeah, so I've done quite a bit here, as you can see. All of these nodes, if the numbers will stop Z-fighting. We've got a 31 right there, that's a 38, I believe. This guy over here, he's a 53, it's huge. Yeah, 32, and we've got a 30 over here as well. Let me just get the Thaumcraft out, because I didn't actually realise this until I saw it in the Thaumcraft again. Get this guy out. Just go ahead and break that. There we go. So, where was it? I think it was right here. There's somewhere in here. Yeah, here it is right here. The size of the node is also directly related to how quickly it will replenish the aura, which basically means the higher number that this is, the better it's going to be in terms of just maintaining the aura that you're in. So the higher the better, so basically we're just going to keep growing these for infinity, I think. I'm not sure if you can make these things so big that they like explode or something. I certainly hope not. But we're going to make them like, you know, hundreds probably is the end goal, really. Yeah, so that's those guys. Oh, and by the way, if you deactivate these with the redstone signal, these guys are now big enough and close enough that they will, you know, like magnetize each other, which is kind of a worry. And also here I have starting to work on the design here of it. I've got the platform here. I've chosen a few staple blocks here from Thaumcraft. We've got the arcane stone and some great wood. We've got the living great wood right here. I did used to have the great wood right here as well, but you can't have that there because when the silverwood leaves want to despawn, they won't despawn right next to these guys because it's like a living wood block and they actually stay there, which is not cool. I've got a stairs in here now, I've got some storage, and I think the most important thing in the room here are these 2 little golem bros, so much like the tree farm that we built a long time ago actually now. We've got 2 little golem dudes in here. We've got a guy that chops the trees, and then we've got this collector bro. I put a wheel on them, which at first was an issue before I lowered the floor 1 block, so that's why the floor is 1 block lower here, so that these guys with their wheels can actually move around nice and quickly. Just for the YouTube video actually. Do I have any saplings on me? Where are my saplings? Look at this one sapling right here, saved by the sapling. Let's get my hoe of growth back out here as well. And I've got these wooding stones right here as well. The reason that those are there is so that the silver roots there actually go right there. So I don't want these golems standing there. And the Thaumcraft does confirm that golems are affected by barrier stones. So that's great. So this guy is chopping the tree. Where's my little tink on a stick? So we can get that out. We can have a look at what we've got going on in terms of seals. We've got a store seal on this chest right here. We've got the lumberjack seal just kind of plopped arbitrarily in the room. That's what the that golem uses. And then you can't see it, but the collect seal is there underneath the grass block, the dirt block. Can't really make it a grass block because it'll get turned into dirt again. So these guys are nice and quick with their wheels, and they're made of brass. The brass gives the light frame ability just like wood as well. That's why I made them out of brass. And also because I think these are the first brass golems I've ever made, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And I didn't protect this guy's brain because he doesn't need to go into combat or anything, and it's slightly cheaper just to leave it exposed. He will reroute his pathing there around the block, don't worry about that. The main thing though is that I've started working on designs for the floor here. I've got blue stained clay over here, which I think I'm going to go with. I'm going to try some designs with different clay types, like the darker blue. We'll see how that goes. Then I was trying coal over here as well, and then I have no idea what came over me. Flesh blocks. I put in some flesh blocks, which are like, I don't know, I just had a bunch and I was like, you know what, that's a reasonable color, maybe we can use these up. Ugh. The sound is just kind of scaring me. Okay. Yeah, these guys are gonna get removed, and then I've just got some silverwood storage right here because we are really starting to build these things up now. Actually, you know what I need to do here? There's one thing I need to do, because I actually want to get a better look at the aura. I've got to get my ender chest back down, haven't I? Yeah, I'm always putting this thing down. Let's have a look in the aura here. Okay, I must have left it on aqua for some reason. Yeah, so the aura is basically about the same, and I believe that those little triangles there are basically saying that's the normal aura level. So if it's above that, it should, by my understanding, kind of be spreading out its aura into surrounding chunks. But there's no real easy way to see that with this thing, and so obviously the next best thing to do would be to use a filmic diopter. Yeah, so that's actually what I want to do here really quickly. I'm going to craft a couple of these guys. What do they cost again? It's been a while. Goggles of Revealing. Okay, let me see if I can craft a couple of these diopters to keep here. Okay, we've got the diopter in place here now. I wanted to actually make a bunch of these, but yeah, we've only really got time for one here. I'm just going to quickly throw this together here, so let's go ahead and throw in a water shard here, because that's what I've got at the moment, and we're not really seeing what I wanted to see, which was a huge spike, but that's okay. Maybe what we could do is use the power of totems, like get totems to increase the aura of this area here. Maybe not. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. So it looks like these nodes are going to be a hell of a lot bigger before we start to see any kind of oh, hello. Oh, okay, you can switch it out with that. That's funny. Grab that back. Yeah, so we'll have to get these a lot bigger before we see any significant changes there. So let's talk about this guy. It's a compound node that came out of the Silverwood tree. Just this one little guy, a Birdtross node made of aqua and Fertility. I decided to move that out of this chunk completely. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I think it's just going to be a junk node for any of these compound nodes that seem to be very rare, because it was only just that one. But yeah, so if any compound nodes come out of there, I'll just go ahead and node magnet it over. This is close enough that the magnet can see the center of the room when I put it on that piece of stone back there. So yeah, that's basically what's going on down here in the node workshop today. I just wanted to go ahead and update you guys. There's a lot to talk about here. So now we can actually get on with the main part of the episode. I think I might put in like a time code or something for the people that might want to skip directly to the main meat of things here. So speaking of meat, as you can see, I am pretty low on triple meat treats here right now, and so you might think, well, go ahead and make some more. They're not that hard to make. You just take 3 of the different kinds of meat: the cow, the chicken, and the pork nuggets. Chicken nuggets. I love that they're in this game. So, and then a piece of sugar as well. And then normally I keep my all that kind of meaty stuff in the Golemancer's workshop for some reason, just because it's near my chest. I do have a little bit of pork nuggets, but obviously I want a heck of a lot more than 29, so you might think, well, okay, well, it's time to breed the pigs. But problem there is that I actually ran out of carrots. Like, this patch was completely empty a little bit ago. I had almost no carrots left, so it's taken me a good amount of time to get this farm back up. And, you know, it's just... I've gotten bored of this. Wait, there are pigs on there. I think there's a pig in this one as well. Yeah, there's a couple of dudes in here and also zombies. Yeah, I've gotten bored of having to deal with these guys. So I think what I would like to do is set up some automated breeding for these guys. And there's a couple of things that you need to do to get that up and running. The first thing that we're going to need over here is the Lamp of Fertility. So we need to head over into the research area, grab our scribing tools and paper, and get on with this guy. This is only one half of it though. We're going to need some other stuff here, but we'll start with the research. Go get our scribing tools and paper. Grab that research note. It's actually been a while since I did a research note here. Casting a romantic light on things. Yes, yes. So, we've got Luke's over there, Victus Bestia, and Desiderium, previously known as Lucrum. This is actually going to be kind of tricky because it's been so long, I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's see, I think I can get started with Aya over here. And I think it was it Terra? And then I think these two make Vitreus. Yeah, so we can do that. I remember that much. How the heck am I going to get over here? Well, we can't use Victus right there, so we're going to have to go Motus. Now, Motus was Ordo and Aya. There we go. So if I put that there, I can stick Ordo right here, I think. Now we've got Lucrum right there, so that's Spiritus. Okay, that is life and death. I think I know what I need to do here. Let's see, so we'll do, yeah, we'll do Spiritus. So life was, those two, and then death was that. Then you combine those two, you get Spiritus. So we'll connect that guy right there. Now, we'll probably go Mortus, actually. Yeah, that's probably going to be the easiest thing, because what I'm thinking of doing is going Perditio right there, and I can connect these two with Wakwas. Oh, no wait. Oh, yeah, Wakwas is right there. I'd have to do something a little bit more fancy if I wanted to connect those two together, if I couldn't use Wakwas. So we'll just do this, we'll use Penmutatio to switch over there. And then we're going to get another death down, so that we can actually use that one here. And that should be it. So that wasn't as bad as I thought. Definitely need to get used to researching again. But we still managed to do that pretty easily with the one aspect challenge. So we've got it researched. Let's go ahead and read about this guy. Any living creatures bathed in the gentle pink glow of this lamp is immediately placed in a much more romantic mood. If they are able, they will seek others of their kind to mate. Wow. This lamp will have no effect if there is 8 or more of a particular species already present. Okay, well they're not going to work for quite a while then, are they? It requires Victus Essentia to function, which can be fed to the lamp by attaching it directly to an Essentia piping system. Ooh, something that I haven't really covered too much in this playthrough of TC5. The lamp can be turned off by applying a redstone signal. Righto, so that is the lamp of fertility there in a nutshell, but it looks like we're not really going to need it yet for a good little while here, actually. Alright, so that is kind of the first half here of our little farm, bro. The second half is actually over here in Golomancy. I believe it was the butcher seal right here. So let's just quickly read this guy. Guard seals can be used to kill animals, not very selective. The butcher seal works much like a guard seal, except it only targets adult animals. Furthermore, it will always make sure there's at least a breeding pair of animals remaining alive. So this is basically, you know, like these two seals, this seal and the lamp of fertility basically work together to give yourself like an automatic, unlimited amount, passive amount of meat here. So, raw mutton, what does that come from? Sheep. Sheep? It must come from sheep, I'm not sure. And then a rabbit hide. I do not have very many of these as I recall, and then a piece of wool. Okay, well it looks like what we're going to need to do here is do a couple of infusions. I'm just going to take a quick trip off camera here to go ahead and grab the necessary materials. I just went ahead and slept the night away to get rid of that rain. There is currently an E flying through the sky above my house, and also what looks to be some kind of weird funky little F. Anyway, let's go ahead and head over here. I do have all of the materials now, kind of almost clogging my inventory. That is actually kind of shocking right there. Let's go ahead and get this Essentia down. We've got some Desiderium, Romanos, Vestia, Lux, Victus, and Sensus. Should be everything that we need here. Yeah, that should be good. Let's go ahead and get the stuff down here as well. We'll go ahead and get started with whatever this was. I've completely forgotten now. I think that was just the... No, that's not the arcane lamp. Did I? I didn't even make the arcane lamps. Okay, derp. Gotta go ahead and make those first. Let's head over here. Yeah, I've run out of arcane lamps, so I just figured, you know what, might as well make a batch of these. Thankfully I had a bunch of daylight sensors prefab, so I didn't have to look up how to make daylight sensors. I mean, like, who has to look that kind of stuff up? Let me know. Where are these? So, daylight sensor, amber, iron, Neator. Okay. You guys, Neator, amber block, and daylight sensor. I brought too much iron, that's okay. And I'm not going to go ahead and get the discount armor out because it's kind of hard to do. So we've got the arcane lamps here now, all groovy gooby, and that saves a bunch of inventory space. I really need to move that netherwort farm. It's a huge eyesore just kind of plopped over there. Right, so let's get the arcane lamp here in the middle. Oh, I haven't even changed this arcane. Oh, what the? Then more zombies trying to get in my YouTube video. This is not cool, but yeah, I have not put these pedestals back to the way that they were. They've been stuck like that for months. Sorry about that. So I've got that in there. So it's gold, wheat, fire, gold. So I'm not going to remember that. We'll start with gold. Throw the gold down. It was wheat next, as I recall. Then fire. Where am I going to stick the fire? Probably just right here, just to try and maintain some form of symmetry. And then we can stick the other piece of gold over here, because it's radial symmetry, so it needs to be on the opposite side. And then the last guy was the carrot, wasn't it? So that should be good here. We should have everything that we need. Let's go ahead and bonk the infuser, and it is working, so that's a plus. Thankfully, from all of the breeding and stuff to get the nuggets to make triple meat treats, I've got a bunch of these steaks and stuff saved up, which is awesome. And it's not going to take very much essentia here at all, which is again very nice. Now, the problem with the Lamp of Fertility here, it said that it needs weak tooth in order to function properly. Now, I do actually have a little bit of weak tooth saved up. This is basically all of my excess weak tooths that I have stored at the moment. So this is going to last a good while, I think. I don't know how fast the rate of decay is on this thing. But yeah, we've got a bunch spare, but I'm going to need to find a way to actually make a bunch of this. So we'll work on that in a future episode here. But here is the Lamp of Fertility. We're going to go ahead and follow rule number 1 of Thaumcraft here and scan it. If I can find where it went in my inventory, right there. Let's throw that on the ground. Nothing new there, unfortunately, but that's cool. Let's get this ender chest back. It's so handy just having everything at your fingertips like that. So we've got the Lamp of Fertility. That's part 1 here. Now part 2 is this butcher seal, and that's got a little bit harder to craft. So we get that guy in. That is we did need a guard seal, right? I think it was that. Head over to the Golemancy tab. Yeah, so that is a guard seal. So we need leather, wool. I don't think I've ever made one of these actually. This will be a first for me. And we need the wool right here. I think I had these in the right order. No. Nope. Because I remember I just randomly grabbed stuff, so it's going to be the rabbit hide. I've only ever seen like a handful of rabbits in this game. I think you can farm rabbits as well. I should probably look into that at some point. And the other items that we need here were pork chop, mutton, beef. Okay. So we're going to do the pork chop on this guy. Pork chop. The mutton right there. Lucky to have a few pieces of mutton, and I think I only had a single piece of raw beef here, so this has to work. This has to work. Hopefully it's not too unstable. Whoa. That was kind of scary. And it doesn't look too happy either, but looks like it's going here. And what is the instability on this? Negligible. That was kind of terrifying, Azanor. What's going on there? Oh, well, anyway, this guy is going in, and that should be good. There we go. There's a new seal out of the way, boys. And we're going to need to go ahead and follow rule number 1 of Thaumcraft with this thing as well. I knew I should have kept my thermometer out. I should have foreseen this. Nothing new in that guy as well. Okay, now what we need to do is figure out how we're going to put these things in. I'm actually going to need to make a killing golem here as well, aren't I? Actually, I'm going to need multiple of these butcher seals for all of these dudes. Or maybe I could, since we're downsizing, maybe I could actually stick all of these guys in one pen. That might work. Yep. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this guy an iron golem, actually. Then we need this guy to be smart as well. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep just the basic smart head. We don't need him to have like the armored smart head, because he's not actually going to see any combat where, the things can fight back. He's going to need some sort of killing hands as well. Claw arms, breaker arms, dart launchers. We're going to stick with the basic claw arms, I think. Legs, a wheel, climbing legs, or Iron Man. Now, should I give him the crampons? I feel like I should give him the crampons, but we don't need to, actually, because it's not like he's going to need to, you know, like, need to climb out of anywhere, I don't think. We'll just give him the basic legs. I think the basic legs will be safe. And then armor plating. Oh, we don't need to give him armor plating. Engage in combat. Right, he gets the inbuilt fighter module from these guys, though. So we don't need that. Carry stuff. No, we don't need him to carry stuff. Yeah, so we don't need to give him any kind of upgrades there that just, like, increase the cost of this thing. Goodness no. Okay, so that is the cost of all this. We're going to need some Machina Essentia, iron plates, brass gears, aggression module, biothermic mind, and shears. Oh my goodness. Just paying a visit to the old nether base here, just to pick up a little bit of Machina Essentia. And that is the last thing that we need here to craft this. Where is he? There he is. It's been a while since I got attacked by one of the fire bats from old Thaumcraft. That's pretty cool. Good to have you back, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And by the way, guys, man, I'm so surprised at the amount of positive feedback that episode 50 got. Thank you guys very much for welcoming the series back. I had no idea that you guys were going to be so welcoming. I mean, you know, you had every right to be pretty dang angry, but I think you've done a fantastic job in showing what an amazing community of people you are. It's an honor to make YouTube videos for you. And it's also an honor to try and kill this creeper before he blows up my art installation slash rotten old log. Just get rid of him, there we go. It should be everything here that we need now, and you just need to keep it in your info. Oh, I don't have the... dang it. I don't have a biothermic mind. Let's just go ahead and craft a biothermic mind on camera here. So, because it's been a while since we did that. I think the biothermic mind... Okay, this is an infusion. Okay, well, this is going to take a while. Well, that's fine. We had a shorter episode last time, so that's going to be 5 glass panes, 2 brass plates, a comparator, and a brass gear. I am actually getting really low on materials for brass gears here. Oh my gosh, got to clear out the dang inventory as well. Such is the life of a Thaumcraft YouTuber, constantly filling up on garbage. And that guy too. So, and we also need an iron ingot here. I am running super low on iron right now. I'm going to need to do some more mining with the arcane ore here soon, because that is pretty ridiculous. I'm like, this is it. This is all I've got left. Plenty of native clusters, and I actually need that iron ingot. There we go. Thankfully that's reversible. And there we go. That is 1 brass gear down. That's like one part of it. Okay, we're also going to need 5 panes. I did just make a batch of those. Now can I get 5 out? There we go. 5 of those. A comparator. I'm not sure if I have any comparators spare. I do have a couple. Cool. Good thing I make them in batches. And we also need 2 brass plates. Okay, I'm going to need to make some more of those. I'm really low on brass as well, so this is going to be kind of bad. I'm going to need to head off camera here and just stock up on iron, on brass, on everything. I think even brass just like takes iron as a base, so that costs even more iron to do this. I'm so salty after losing so much iron to a creeper. Yeah, so that is all. That is the clockwork mind. Good to go there. I don't have this wand here anymore. I kind of need to head over to the wizard tower here if I want to craft stuff now, which is actually kind of a pain in the butt until I get my storage. I should probably just move this back, to be honest, but anyway, we're here now. Might as well fill in. There we go. That's the clockwork mind. Now it's going to be an infusion, so we need to head into the nether here again to go ahead and grab more of this infusion material. I don't think you guys mind the other longer episode. I try to keep them around 15-20 minutes or so, just because that's sort of what the average audience retention is on YouTube these days. But yeah, since the last episode was so short, let's just make this one a little bit longer, so it's going to need a zombie brain and clock. Okay, we need Cognitio and Machina though. Okay. Well, I've got some Machina Essentia in the overworld already, but just because I'm lazy, we'll go ahead and take this. Can put it all back later off camera. Yep. Thermostatic harness. I still don't have the research unlocked in 5.2 for the thermostatic harness. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I need. But in 5.1, I was actually able to get the harness early, apparently, and then he must have changed the requirements to unlock it. Okay, we need to make ourselves a clock, and then just grab a brain here. I've got tons and tons of these brains stinking up my inventory. And a clock, that takes gold. Thankfully a material that I am not running out of. I mean, look at this, I've got 52 blocks. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of gold right there. Let's grab those and stick those back. Don't need to craft the clock. Yup. If I can get into there, there we go. Sweet. Not a rotating rice cake. And that should be us pretty good here. So we're going to go over here, and then you over there, and then you, sir, right there. Now, what were the things that I needed? Makina, Cognitio. Okay, I can stick these down as well. Yup. And there we go. Oh, not quite. There we go. Don't try and shock your infusion matrix. That would not be good. Uh-oh. It's, there we go. It took a little bit of a while there. I knew that it was eventually going to start because you can't even start the infusion if you don't have the required materials there to start with, so you're pretty safe, don't worry about it. The enemy, boys. The enemy is over there, and also in there. Spoiler alert. So, that is the biothermic mind. Sweet beans, it's finally, like 5 minutes later, we finally have everything that we need. Craft this little golem, bro. Sucks that you don't get to see the press coming down most of the time. And there we go. And I should just need to be able to get this guy out. He is smart. We discovered that the butcher seal actually does require smartness, and then all I should need to do here is just throw him in here, but let me just turn the friendly creatures off so that I don't go insane. Where are we going to stick this? Should I start with the cows? Yeah, let's start with the cows here, so it doesn't really matter where it is, I just need to get it started. Okay, and I need to get my my little tink on a stick out just to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, and I can actually see it through all the insanity right here, which is actually great if you press shift. That's awesome. I was wondering about that. And if I can just get in here, guys. There we go. So let's just make that a little bigger. Just doesn't need to be... Oh, that's as big as the enclosure now, almost, isn't it? Yeah, so that's fine. And then I should just need to put down this this golem here, and he's gonna start wreaking havoc, I think. Oh, there he goes. He's on it. This is gonna take a while, but yeah, looks like that guy is going to start culling our herd here and getting rid of these dudes. Unfortunately, we're gonna need another golem in here by the looks of it to actually collect stuff, I think. I don't think this guy is going to be capable of collecting, but yeah, we finally got the other makings here of an automatic farm. I think in the next episode what I'm going to do is work on this a little bit more. I'll get some more golems and seals, or maybe I will just do the single enclosure. Let me know what you guys do in your Minecraft worlds. Do you have multiple enclosures like I've got here, or do you have the single enclosure with all the animals inside? Let me know about that. But yeah, we got ourselves the beginnings here, the beginning of an automatic meat farm for more triple meat treat action. Hope that you guys enjoyed this episode here. Where is this golem guy? Let's see if we can see him. I don't know where he is. There he is. He's just kind of chilling. He's just on a massive murderous rampage. Something that he probably wants to do to a similar bird here. For those who don't know, there's kind of a meme that the golems are going to start some kind of uprising in Thaumcraft. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Thaumcraft 5, and it wouldn't be an episode of Minecraft without the horrifying sound of farm animals. Once again, thank you for watching, kia kaha, and I'll see you next time for more Thaumcraft 5. Seriously, make it stop.